Yes sir, rise and grind, back at you with another video of the Pull-Up King. In this video we got a 2003 Buick LeSabre 3.8 V6. Gonna do a few repairs on it. We're gonna start with the spark plugs and wires. We got a blower motor, a purge valve, and also valve cover gaskets. So I'm gonna split this video up, and we're gonna go ahead and get to it. Let's get it. All right, we take off our oil cap, pull that off. That's hooked in back there. Take that out. Wires, spark plugs in the front. We're gonna go ahead and knock these out. These right here, I use these to get these boots off because they get pretty stuck on there. Gotta get the rest of that off. Pretty much you use that for just pulling it out. It works. Alright, we got our first 3 spark plugs out with a 5/8 socket, 3/8 ratchet. Alright, we're going to reuse these here. You can take them off. Alright, we got the rear spark plugs out already. Same procedure, it's just a tighter area. Know the firing order before you take these all out. Sometimes you want to just start with the front ones and take one out at a time, put it back in, and match up the length. So being that I know the firing order, I'm taking this all out because I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get to this get to the valve cover gasket. So we got our purge valve. That's that part number, and it's right here. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do that. So this is what I did. We got this tab here. You're gonna squeeze on it and then pull it out, and that'll come out. Get that harness, the connector out. Pull back on that tab. Release it. This here, you wanna press up on it. Make these tabs bend out, flare up. It'll go past the locking point. Then you pull that off. To get that out, you want to press on that and pry up. Reinstall reverse order. Just like that, we in there. Purge valve. Yeah, that was done. Alright, we got our anti-seize on the threads of the spark plugs. Always put that on before you reinstall. Alright, while we in the front, I got the spark plugs in the front. What I want to do is go ahead and start on the valve cover. We got 10 mils. I'm going to take this little flap off here, just pulls up. You can remove your dipstick. And we want to hit these bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once we get those loose, pull up on it. Get this cover off. Get that old gasket off. gonna clean off the surface before we put the new one on. That's that part number. So I sprayed it down with some brake cleaner. The front of that was caked up with oil. So clean the bottom off, and we're gonna add the gasket. So I put some gasket sealing on here in these areas just to hold the gasket in place so it don't fall out. Alright, so we got a little tab right here. You can see a little indentation right there. That's how you line that up. Alright, now we can go back in. So you want to slide that left in first. And we in there. And we tighten down. Go ahead and hit this back. Alright, that's a 15 mil. And you want to push back on that towards the firewall. Release the tension to get that belt off. Got a 10 mil here. 15 mil there. Take this bar off. Got 15 mil here. Got one right here. Deep socket here. Get this alternator off. And we got this 10 mil here. Get that out. Alright, I'm not sure if I needed to do this, but this big bracket here, this has a few bolts in it holding it. 1, 2, one on the back, 3 of them. And now I can kind of wiggle this. I don't know if I want to take it off. They connected in with these coolant connectors. Alright, so what I'm gonna do next is work on this bracket back here and take it off because it's in the way. Alright, that bracket sits in there like that. Got 2 bolts or 2 nuts holding the bracket in. And now we can get back here a little better. Alright, we got them all loose. And now, I was hoping this wouldn't be in the way. See what we gotta do. So, what I had to do was pull that connector out. Coolant came out. And now I can swing that out. Now we can get this out. So I did come up with these injectors. Took the harness out. And you just pull these blue tabs up and then press on the silver tab, the gray tab. So what I had to do is remove that bracket. It's got a 13 mil bolt and a nut holding it, and that'll give you room to move around and get this out. That'll fall right out. And that's the rear gasket. Got it installed, same as the front. Cleaned it off. Clean off the surface before you reinstall. Alright, we in there. Go ahead and tighten it down. We gotta get everything back installed. Tighten this up. Alright, brackets on. Tightened up those 15mm bolts. Holding that in. The tensioner. And go ahead and install this alternator. Hook everything else back up. Alright, we back in there. Everything hooked up. Brackets, harness, connectors, everything. We can go ahead and put these spark plug wires in. Brand new. Part number. And just look up your firing order. I'll put it up in the top corner so y'all can see it. Give you these here. Hold the wires together. And we in there. At the front and the rear. Now when you install these wires, they got some grease that you put on it. So when it makes contact, it'll be lubed. All right. Yes, sir. Hope the video helped out. If you're interested in the blower motor repair, that'll be next. Link in the description. Until next time, man, a pull-up king.